Hi everyone, it's been a while. I cannot certainly say that I'm fully back, but um, I wanted to take a little time to talk a little bit about Marvel. I can't I can't sleep every time. Um, and there's been a few things going around my head about Marvel, and I wanted to record this video. As you know, Marvel has released in theaters Thor Love and Thunder, the fourth film portraying Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Natalie Portman returning in a much bigger role, uh, and you got Tessa Thompson as well. I haven't read much of the critics, what the critics are saying, what the fans are saying, at least, and what I've heard from some peers and some friends is mixed um, opinions about it. But mainly, There's one thing that they all sort of, well, not all, but for what I heard, there's this common phrase. It's just fun. It's an entertaining uh, blockbuster film, you know. Uh, and given that Miss Marvel is coming to an end, at least the sixth and final episode this week, I also wanted to talk about that because lately what I've been feeling with Marvel, and this is with the utmost respect for each Marvel fan, for each Miss Marvel fan, for Thor fans, for Marvel fans, across the globe. But what it comes down to me, like watching now a TV show, a Marvel TV show, or a movie is just something that it's not as exciting as it used to be. Now, I feel like this is my personal experience, this is my personal opinion, is very, what I think about is very subjective. So, the way I feel about it is like I'm gonna go watch it because I'm used to it. It's like, oh, there's a new Thor movie, there's a new Avengers movie or a Marvel movie, and I have to go see it to see if it's connected with any other film of the franchise. Whether that be the case or not, it's like I have to go and watch and see for myself. And the same thing happens with TV shows. Um, Ms. Marvel being one of them. I was never really keen, or I was never really interested in the whole getting to know Ms. Marvel's counterparts in the comics, like knowing exactly what happened in the comics and how different or how similar it is from the comics to the TV show. Um, it it's not a comic that actually calls my attention or catches my eye. I just and similarly, I have a kind of the same experience with the TV show. It's not a show that I'm watching because I think, whoa, this show is effing amazing. And don't get me wrong, objectively speaking, technically speaking, and from a performance point of view, all the actors are fine. I mean, the main protagonist steals the show. Technically speaking, it's very well done. It's very well thought out from a script uh, point of view too. I mean, it doesn't come without its flaws, but it's a good TV show. But that's just it, with Marvel nowadays, all I can expect is just a good, entertaining piece of project or product, basically. It's not as exciting as it used to be. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I remember when Avengers or the um, Marvel cinematic, uh, universe started with Iron Man or Captain America, you could see that they presented us this variety of superhumans, of aliens, Thor. But you knew that there wasn't this huge net of superheroes. No, we had the core ensemble, and then as the phases went progressing, we got to introduce or to see more and new characters bring into the MCU, and then culminating with Avengers Endgame, which is, it was, but each film had that had that je ne sais quoi, like I have to see it, but it wasn't I have to see it like, oh, I have to see it to see if it's connected and stuff. I was like, there was more excitement to watching these films in theaters, and I reckon that everything that happened with the pandemic, with the epidemic, with COVID, delayed a lot of things. Nobody saw it coming, and it sort of like made going to the cinema, as an experience, probably, well, at least for some of us, a little bit like, oh, I gotta go to the cinema when I can watch it from my room, like a bit of a lazy situation from my part. But still, even still, nowadays, like, right now I'm getting the hang of it, like going back to the cinema to see the movies that I want to see, like the movies that I'm actually hyped about. And unfortunately, Marvel movies do not fall under that category. Movies I'm excited to go and watch in the cinema. And neither do TV shows also make me feel, like excited to watch. Unless it's something different, like Moon Knight, perhaps, where, you got Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke, and you got this incredible treatment about mental health, and I love everything that's Egyptian or is related to Egyptian culture and history. And but if it's, I don't know, sometimes it just feels, watching a Marvel TV show or even a movie where I haven't seen Thor, so I'm not sure how it goes. My guess is that it's a little bit queer baiting, and I honestly have to assume that for every TV show and every movie that I watch with Marvel, that they're queer baiting. That's like the only thing I can expect from their products, and that's the feeling that I got. I don't know if that's the case with Thor: Love and Thunder. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but with a lot of the TV shows, it's like they keep like saying, "Oh yes, we're being more inclusive. We're and sometimes, while I appreciate that they're being inclusive, like culturally inclusive. In this case, the Pakistan culture. In Moon Knight, it used to be the Egyptian culture, and so on and so forth, and then the Asian culture in Shang-Chi. While that is all very important, sometimes it just feels like they're just checking a box, like diversity, check, and they're not actually doing it with the treatment and with the care that it deserves. Maybe it's just my impression. Maybe they are. Nah, again, I'm not a cinematographer. Clearly, I'm not working in the business or in the industry, and I'm probably miles away of actually creating writing a good script for Marvel, which I would love to do at some point, where there's diversity, where there you can see, where yeah. Anyway, leaving that aside, it's not important right now. But yeah, lately I just feel like I don't know, the movies, Thor, or current TV shows like Miss Marvel, or even upcoming. It's not something against Miss Marvel per se, but we got She-Hulk coming, and I think we have a bunch of more shows coming up as well. But I honestly do not feel, or I'm not excited to watch them. I'm not like at all. They don't. It just feels like they're just telling these stories, but they never like converge, right? Like you had the previous phases that culminated with Endgame, everything well thought out, well planned, and then you have this new phase, right? This new set of phases where you can see that there's so many characters, so many things happening all at once at the same time. Then you just can't help but wonder, how the hell are they gonna do to make this function in the big screen? Not to mention the fact that they're introducing all these new characters, probably for a young Avengers movie. But then again, okay, you got these new young kids, but then you have old Avengers as well. So how are you gonna mix that up? I'm pretty sure they're gonna find a way to do it. I'm pretty sure. How are you gonna mix that up? How are you gonna add diversity to it? How are you gonna make this feel, and all this feel, as organic and as natural as possible? Because there were TV shows that I'm pretty sure they were only done with the sole purpose of introducing characters, and then we're not gonna get like a second season. Ms. Marvel, I don't know if it's gonna get a second season, but I'm only guessing that it's only serving the purpose of getting to know Kamala, and because she's gonna be in the next Captain Marvel movie. Hawkeye, same. I don't think it's gonna have a second season, and I'm pretty sure that the whole thing was more a setup for Kate Bishop's character and how she's gonna be, in the Young Avengers, and potentially maybe a movie with the new Black Widow. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, probably not gonna get a second season, because now we're gonna have a new Captain America movie with Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America. The only two TV shows that were that were renewed for a second season, confirmed, it was Loki and What If. Then you have new shows that are gonna come, like She-Hulk, and I think Secret Invasions is another one of those shows. And you got shows, they're bombarding you with shows, and you just can't help but wonder, it's like, when is this all gonna come to an end, or when is this gonna converge, or are we gonna see this at some point in the big screen? Are we going to, where is this going? It just feels like you have so many things. You have a bunch of things all going around all at the same time, but where do you put the pieces together? It's like all of these shows, all of these characters are all over the place, but when do they meet? When do they converge? Now, Daredevil is coming back to the MCU to be actually, part of the MCU officially, and we're gonna see Matt Murdock, and also we're gonna see the villain. I forgot. I can't believe I keep forgetting names. In this Echo TV show, which is a spin-off of Hawkeye, and well, that is great. I love the spin-off idea of Echo because I think ASL and it's gonna be huge for the ASL community. And but yeah, I mean, you have so many characters now. What are you gonna do with them? Go. And watching a TV show, for me, it has lost its enthusiasm. It's like, oh, another Marvel movie. Okay, I guess I'll have to watch it. Or that's what it has felt for me. Or TV show. Oh, it's another Marvel TV show. It has come from, oh my god, yes, another Marvel TV show, another Marvel movie. I'm excited. I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna watch the first week because not only is like I'm gonna go watch the first week on cinemas, but now it's like, I can't wait. I can wait another week, especially because there are no discounts in the first week in Argentina, anyways. So it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pay overpriced a ticket to go watch Thor: Love and Thunder. But it has come to oh yeah, I gotta go see it right away. Like, I have to go for the premiere night. To it's another Marvel movie. I can wait a week or two to watch it. I can probably even wait until it goes to Disney Plus. There's no rush. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm actually more excited about these DC projects, even though there's a lot of controversy with some DC shows and movies too. But I'm actually even more excited. I'm more excited to watch those DC products. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I don't know if there's anything else like in terms of movies going to be released this year for Marvel. I honestly don't recall. Guardians of the Galaxy maybe for like late this year, like nearly the end of it. We have a bunch of TV shows coming up, but then again, it's like not really into. I'm not into She-Hulk. I'm probably gonna watch it because it's like, okay, there might be a connection and that, but that's it. I'm not like really like super like bumped like super pumped about it, strangest thing, isn't it? But yeah, I honestly think that maybe they need to take a break from making TV shows and movies, and like when I say some time, I mean like a year to regroup, to recess, to see how they're gonna put all of these new heroes together, to see how all this is gonna play out and how it's gonna end, like they did with Endgame. But it looks like we have like at least 10 more decades of Marvel, and which is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. So as long as they actually progress, because if it's gonna be more of the same, it's gonna be tedious for me, and this is just a personal feeling. That's gonna be tedious. And I don't like to be the whiny type of person, always complaining and so on. But I'm probably gonna be one of those persons where it's like, if they're gonna keep doing more stories of superheroes who have heterosexual romantic pairings front and center, like across all their TV shows, across all their movies, and they have some like sexuality, diversity in the background. I'm sorry, but I'm just not really gonna be. It's not gonna be really that interesting. I know there's a lot of controversy around the subject. I still can't believe there are people that are like against it. Love is love and whatnot. But if they're gonna keep doing the same thing, you know what? It for me, it's gonna lose the meaning. I think that whereas the formula has worked so far, sometimes the formula can also be tedious, can get someone tired, can get people tired, and go from being, whoa, this is funny, this is awesome, to it's like, oh, more of the same. And yeah, this is my feeling before watching Thor Love and Thunder, which at some point I will watch, probably maybe this over the weekend. But yeah, just felt like I needed to get that off my chest. And this is just comeback video. I don't know, just a random talk, really. I'm still working on my voice and getting my voice back together. In case you didn't know how my voice was, I was sick, couldn't talk that much, so I'm still working on the voice part, which is why I haven't recorded any videos until now or any podcast episodes thus far. So anyway, thank you very much for listening, and as always,